Hello, my name is Krisha Moeller, and I am the Director of IT for Compass Charter Schools. And I'm happy to be here today hosting this mini WOW on behalf of the IT department. In this very short presentation, I'm just going to be covering a little bit of information about Compass Charter Schools, about what a WOW is, and then I'm going to be sharing some technology tips and best practices for scholars and their families that will help support them in their educational journey. So let's begin. So, first, I would like to introduce you to the mission and vision statement for Compass Charter Schools. Our mission is to inspire and develop innovative, creative, self directed learners, one scholar at a time. And our vision is to create a collaborative virtual learning community, inspiring scholars to appreciate the ways in which arts and sciences nurture curiosity for lifelong learning and prepare scholars to take responsibility for their future success. Now, this mission and vision is wrapped around our core Arctic values, which are the core values for us here at Compass Charter Schools. These core Arctic values include achievement, which means to engage in and take charge of your learning, respect, which means to be respectful in all interactions with fellow scholars, learning coaches, faculty, and staff, teamwork, which means to work cooperatively with all persons involved in your education. Teamwork makes the dream work. Integrity, which means to behave following strong ethical principles, values, and academic honesty. And communication, which means to be frequently and proactively communicating with all persons involved in your education. Now, you're probably wondering what a WOW is. So, WOW stands for Weeks of Welcome. It is a 2-week program held at the beginning of the school year, and a mini WOW is a condensed program for semester 2 with highlights and updates. WOW program information from the start of the school year is available in the WOW Fall Library as linked here. Now, in these next slides, I'm going to be sharing some technology tips and best practices for scholar success. The first is to make sure your systems are secure. You can do this by locking your device with a password, by not sharing your password with anyone, and by not using the same password for everything. Make sure you come up with a unique password and write it down somewhere so you don't forget it. Now, regarding software installation, you always want to make sure that you know what software you're installing to your device. Read the installation steps carefully before clicking Next. Lots of common software packages now have ads that install behind the scenes, which can cause problems. You can unselect these during the installation process. Now, the most common types of malicious attacks that will happen in an online environment will typically take place through email. To help prevent this, you always want to make sure that you know who the email is coming from. Check the sender and the recipient to make sure that it is a person or a company that you recognize, and be sure to read the domain name in that email address to make sure it does actually match the company that you're expecting to get an email from. Never provide login or personal information if asked. And most importantly, do not click on links you are unfamiliar with. You can always hover over the link in your email to see where it would take you if you were to click on it. If you ever get an email from a company that looks a little bit suspicious, it's always a best practice to never click on the link directly in your email and instead to open up your web browser and go to that company's website directly to investigate the claim. Now, here are some best practices for maintaining your device. You always want to make sure that you update your operating system and reboot your computer whenever you are prompted to do so. Similarly, make sure you update your software and programs like your browser, plugins, or Microsoft Office anytime the systems prompt you. Also, update your antivirus program like Microsoft Defender. This program will help protect you from malicious virus attacks. And lastly, you want to make sure that you change your password at least 2 times a year, or particularly whenever you are traveling. Now, it's very important to remember that all school issued devices are monitored by your school. So, anytime you get a computer from your school or your job, it is important to remember that most schools or employers do monitor these devices. This doesn't mean that your school is watching what you do on your computer 24/7. However, alerts are sent when users engage in behavior or dialogue that is concerning, that may violate school rules, or most importantly, that may put them or others in danger. Always use school or work issued computers with this in mind. Be professional and courteous when using your device and when working online for your classes. A best practice is to always keep what you do on your school or work devices, like your schoolwork, separate from what you do on your personal devices, like gaming or social media. For more information, you can also visit the LineWise Cyber Safety Hub at compasscharterschools.cybersafetyhub.com. Here you can find information about content filtering and cyber safety for schools, various topics, information, help articles pertaining to cybersecurity. You can explore how to set up parental controls on various devices like PCs, tablets, and phones. You can find explanations on popular social platforms and cyber safety advice. And you can read through suggested ways to talk to your child about cybersecurity. On that note, here's a quick disclaimer. Information provided on the Family Zone website carries no express or implied warranties as to accuracy, timeliness, or appropriateness for a particular purpose. In addition, Compass Charter Schools disclaims owner responsibility for content errors, omissions, or infringing material, and disclaims owner liability for damages associated with user reliance on information provided at the site. And that basically concludes this presentation. Please join us at our next live Q&A about our mini WOW presentations. And you'll also find that presenters of the mini WOW recordings will be available to answer questions for those who attend the live Q&A session. Also, please reference the Monday Morning Update, or MMU, and Parent Square calendar for information on how to join the session. If you have any further questions, concerns, or inquiries regarding the technologies here at Compass Charter Schools, you are always welcome to reach out to me directly using my contact information here. Well, I hope this mini WOW was helpful to you, and I hope all of you scholars and families enjoy your spring semester. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.